want to leave. These emails all come flying in, can I press delete? 'Cause I can't wait to start this summer, get away with you. I can't wait to leave this town, at least for 14 days. 'Cause I can't wait to start this summer, spend some time with you. Whoa. Pack your bag, get in the college drive far away. Grab your case, let's catch a plane and fly across the seas. 'Cause I can't wait to start this summer, get away with you. I can't wait to leave this town, at least for 14 days. I can't wait to start this summer, spend some time with you. Whoa. We can drive through downtown LA, sip on rum at Mount Gay, take you anywhere you say. Let's see the skylines of Singapore by day, of NYC at night, and Dubai to watch the lights. Let's visit theme parks all across the world, Orlando for the thrills, and Cali for the spills. I can't wait to start this summer, get away with you. I can't wait to leave this town, at least for 14 days. I can't wait to start this summer, spend some time with you. First stop of the day in the Culloden battlefield. This is on top of the viewing platform looking out over the battlefield, and also look at the view across the water there. The house. A wee bit snowing though in April. Yeah, if we walk along here you can see, and they've got the flags to mark where the opposing battle clans were. So you got one side which is the government and one side which is the Jacobite troops, and where they met each other. You can see it's like just big, flat, open expanse. This is on top of the visitor centre. We're going in a minute. So, just reading the little plaque here. So there was 5,500 Jacobites and 7,500 government troops. So the flag on the left was the Jacobites, the right is the government troop, and basically spent ages getting themselves into position. The Jacobites fired the first cannon, and then the government army took an hour to win the battle, which is just unbelievable amount of carnage that must have happened in that hour. I'm down at the edge of the cottage here, and I was just reading there, so this cottage was basically like a farm cottage that was on the edge of the battlefield, and apparently the turf wall, which is along here 100 years ago, there was a cannonball allegedly was recovered from the wall of the house. So I don't know if that's the exact spot, but that's quite a cool story. So down on the battlefield here, casually trying to fight some sort of government rebellion, and that's the view in front of you. It's a wee bit distracting. Or just trying to rebel against the government even. And there's the viewing centre, or the platform that we're on maybe a minute ago. Got somebody here who claims to be an eyewitness to what the goings on were in the field, the battlefield, so let's just go interview them. Excuse me sir, can you tell me what went on here? No? Okay, thanks. What about you? No? Are you? No, nobody. Okay, thanks for your time anyway. So we came down and we're lined up with these red flagpoles which stretch all the way down, and that's the government battle lines. And then off in the distance, which I don't know if we'll really be able to see, but basically right across there towards this tree line, there is all of the blue ones that go along, and basically this is where you'd be standing watching, waiting on the opposing army charging you, which is quite mad. And then we're going to go around here where there's a cairn which was raised in 1881 apparently, and that's where they buried the sort of Jacobite soldiers when they found the bodies like 100 plus years later, because the story of the battle here kind of grew as the years passed. So let's head that way. So as we start walking up towards the cairn, there is these stones that mark the way, and they have different clan names on them. Clan Stewart of Tappan. It's kind of hard to see the writing on them, but Clan Cameron. This one is Clan Macintosh. So this is the actual cairn, and it's got there on front of it, Battle of Culloden was fought in this moor, 16th April 1746. The graves of the gallant Highlanders who fought for Scotland and Prince Charlie are marked by the names of the clans. So that's what those stones that we passed as you walk along there. There's quite a few of them that just have like mixed clans on it. So you got a little walking tour that you can take inside the visitor centre, and you come up this side and it gives you the story from the government, and up this side gives you the story from the Jacobite side. So, sword with St Andrew's cross in the hilt. This is the government musket, sword they wore around the waist, and the bayonet, and a handbook on how to be a foot guard. So you've got a lot of the field weapons, so you've got the field gun, and then we have over here some muskets, and then some pistols. Now speaking of I've seen a lot of time they use the pistols because they're really close and you can put them right up to people. Just came out of the museum or visitor centre. If you visit, it's well worth it. It has like loads of things that they found on the battlefields. It explains exactly what went on, and the really cool thing is it shows you like sort of video recreations of how the battle went and why it was lost and how the troops like circled round so they and got behind the Jacobite forces. So yeah, well worth to pop in and have a little watch of that.
Good, stop there. And then, yeah, and just when you're ready, open your fingers. It's okay. Right, back, a bit further back on your cheek, stop there. Top of his leg, and let the arrow go when you want.
Oh, Vaughn, well done.
Wow. Go in front of you, right? That's the way the bow stays. You don't do that. No, you're doing it again. No, just like that.
Oh, Vaughn, look at you go. That's 2 shots right into the... She got the boar, like there was a boar down there. Oh, Andy! Here's the dinosaur. 2 shots right into it.
Yes!
Well done.
That's a kill. That's a kill.
Aye.
Big red. Slow and easy does it. Do the exact the same again.
Well done.
Oh!
Nice.
Girl.
Yes.
That's a kill.
Oh!
Nice shot. Pressure's on.
The tension rises. Done it again.
Sorry, you've hit the dinosaur every time. Apart from now. That's in the chin.
Just.
Enough, enough.
Well done.
Nice shot.
Well done.
So we're at Arkirk Castle, and we've just been in the visitor centre, and when you get here you watch a little video, and it shows you the sort of history of the castle. So it talks about the fact that it started over 1,000 years ago, and the land changed hands quite a bit over that time. It talks about how it was like the lay siege took quite a lot. Oh, pheasant just about to cross the path. Bye. It tells you about how the Grants built this tower to show their wealth and all the prime location that they had, sort of thing. And then at the very end, when it was sieged by islanders, they blew it up so that nobody could have it, and that's why it's in a state of ruin and has been for a few hundred years. The remnants of the castle wall with Andy for scale. It's a bit wet and a bit rainy, but up on the tower. Yeah, so this is the keeper's lodging. Apparently the first keeper was from 1296, and so they hadn't even had a room, a fireplace. They had a toilet back then. So apparently this land here outside the castle was the castle town, as it was called. So any work that was smelly or demanding of space was carried out outside of the castle walls, and we were like literally standing on top of the walls, down at the moat, and then you've got the land, and that's Loch Ness. And behind you you've got this amazing view up Loch Ness, which I suspect on a really clear day would look really cool. I have a prison cell, can I see through? You alright, pal? What are you in for? So down there's the kitchen, which we've just been there. We're now standing in the Great Hall, and then you can kind of see into the tower. So we'll be able to go up onto the platform up there. But yeah, like there's in the visitor centre park, there's loads of stuff that I've discovered over the years. Kind of shows like what they ate and utensils for the kitchen and all that. So yeah, very cool. Bit windy, bit cold, but I imagine on a clear day like the view up the loch from here would be amazing as well. Another view of the tower that was built by the Grants. And so the way that they got the castle is because they had supported against the they supported the king against the MacDonald rebellion. So they were given the castle. And yeah, you can see it all the way down Loch Ness. Well, not all the way, but a lot of the way down Loch Ness from there. Yeah. So I'm currently just in one of the wee rooms, so let's go up there. Boop. So we're there, and now we're up here.
Secret stairs.
Secret stairs. Hello. Unfortunately I can't go up on the top tower, but that would have been well cool. But this is where the Laird of Grant entertained his guests. And this was his bedroom up here, which obviously the floor's gone. Oh, there's a secret set of stairs, so you can go up the big one. There's a really tight narrow staircase. And if you've seen my videos before, you know how much elbow needs. So, oh, these ones are fine, they're just tight. Ooh. Yep, my feet are a bit big for these steps. There we are. There's a pathway down. Standing up at the Duke looking down Loch Ness. She's just right down there, and it's twice the depth of the North Sea, the average depth of the North Sea. It's crazy. That's why there's a monster hidden there. Maybe a boat coming along. Made it all the way to the other side of the castle. It's very windy.
I should think it's
Got the Scotland flag flying. Remodel showing how the castle would have looked. And there's a sort of peak. So you're standing up there at the end. There's the Duke. That's just the front where we're going to begin with. And then that's the Grand Tower, which we were standing on the platform. It's like so much bigger when you actually go in it than when I first looked outside, and when you see that it's fully built, it's quite a size.